ugly face. There we go. So this is the penultimate. I love that word. I've always loved that word ever since I first got taught it. Um, penultimate language session. But now we're going to shift in a few weeks into something different. And so we've got the last two, and there's so much just going back through the videos that you can pick up, practice. And the main thing with the language stuff, it comes alive when you practice. If you can get to the point where you can just rattle it off, and it's about just combining the intent with the words and shaping the way. It's almost like taking someone on a guided meditation without doing all the guided meditation stuff in some ways. So you're hooking that attention still with your language. You're guiding the thought process to explore possibilities or introduce a possibility. And that possibility could be, as simple as somebody, you actually hear people say this, they go into a shop or something and they'll be chatting away and it's like, oh, what time do you finish? And someone will go, oh, just another half hour to do. And you might hear that they sound a little fed up. Um, so you go, oh, that's great, because you can feel great then, can you not? Once you finish and really enjoy your evening, which just sounds like you're being nice, but actually it'll capture the unconscious mind enough to plant that idea. Um, so there's many ways that we can use this and practice it, and that's the key thing. If you treat it like a kind of um, an academic exercise, like, oh, I know all these words, I know how what they do and what they're about. It's never gonna make real sense. But once you start playing around with it and practicing with it, and like I say, the beauty of it is it's not like the more traditional hypnosis form. You can use this at any time, any place, any situation. So, I mean, albeit you're going to look a little odd if you start trying to talk someone into hypnosis and relaxation in the middle of, the shopping center. But we know that when you're working with the language, it's about getting people to go within. We all get those moments where you direct somebody's attention to it, and you see when it's doing it, their attention goes within, they're exploring the ideas of what you've said. That's your trance. That's the moment where they're like, "Ooh." And you can see them processing, see the cogs turning, as we say. And that's what this language is about. It's getting people to that point where the cogs are turning because they're exploring new possibilities or a different way of looking at something that then hopefully helps them shift how they're feeling, discover a solution to something, motivates them, whatever that is. Um, and so this week we're exploring type of hypnotic language pattern known as accelerators. And don't know why I struggle saying that one. It's a bit axy, that one. Action accelerators. These are phrases that nudge the unconscious mind to act before the conscious mind has time to catch up, interpret, or resist. So they create a sense of immediacy, a gentle urgency that helps bypass overthinking and directing attention straight into action. So you've probably heard some of them before, phrases like go ahead and just begin to, or right now you can start to. Um, Certainly if you go back through um, most, I imagine, the I meditate material, uh, the one that I probably use most is just now. You can begin to relax. I don't know whether you'll relax now or you'll start to relax in a few moments, but whenever you begin to relax now, you can really get the most out of this. It's definitely one that I use a lot. Um, they're simple on the surface, but they are really effective, and that's because they speak in the language of movement. They signal something is already happening or you're already on your way. So it almost bypasses the point that you have to start something, and it by insinuation is like, yeah, this thing's already happening, so now you can speed it up. And the unconscious tends to follow that without needing to debate it or analyze it or bring the conscious mind in. And what makes action accelerators powerful is that they frame the action as inevitable, even already in progress. They create a moment where the listener must almost instinctively complies, not because they're being told what to do, but because the suggestion feels like a natural continuation of what's already happening. You bring that in something like pacing and leading or utilizing what's around you. You can kind of say something, as you're aware of the sunlight coming in through the window, now you can begin to relax. So it's like somehow the sunlight coming in to the window is also part of the process of beginning to relax. But you said now, which says get on with it. So the mind goes, yeah, right, I can get on with relaxing. So as we go through these today, just allow, again, when you're practicing it yourself, to play with them, and away from the sessions, allow yourself to play with them. Try them out right now. You can start noticing how your unconscious is already getting curious about how to use them. Because once you feel that rhythm, that momentum, you'd be surprised at how naturally these just start slipping into your conversations. So what I'm going to ask you to do, though, just for a moment before we start going through them, is take a nice deep breath in. Just allow your eyes to close. And as you continue to relax and let your attention flow, you may notice how easily your unconscious mind can learn something new, especially when it happens suddenly, as if a light switch just switches on. Because sometimes learning doesn't need to be slow or effortful. It can happen immediately without warning, like a door you didn't realize was already open, inviting you to step through. And it's fascinating how you can instantly begin to connect with these words, these rhythms, even before you fully realize how and when you'll use them. You don't need to force anything. Your unconscious mind already knows how to take things in, how to absorb rapidly when the time is right. And that time might be at once, without delay, as part of you begins to imagine using these words effortlessly in conversation, guiding change, deepening focus, building momentum, while another part simply rests, trusting the process. Now, you can allow that sense of familiarity to grow, the ease, the confidence, the knowing that these patterns are already becoming a part of your natural way of speaking. And as that learning continues, gently, deeply, just notice what it's like to feel fully capable, fully ready, fully in tune with the power of your words. Because once these patterns take root, everything else flows from there. So just gently open your eyes and we'll dissect a lot of what I just said by looking at some of the key words within it. So our first word, you'll be glad most of these are quite short. We're not having sentences in these, so it won't take much in the effort of writing down. And it's amazing as you're writing down how suddenly it will just register with your mind that you can do this. And our first word is suddenly. So, people can, suddenly go into a trance without knowing how they did it. If you were to suddenly relax deeply, that might be an indication you're going into hypnosis. Because people don't know how they suddenly relax deeply into hypnosis until you're ready, which means that your unconscious can surprise you by making you feel good suddenly now. So there's our first word. We'll do 4 and 3 like we normally do. Suddenly, all these have that same kind of feel immediately. Again, now I want you to relax immediately by focusing your attention inside. And I don't know if you can sense yourself relaxing immediately or if your body will know it before you do. Because your unconscious mind can make changes immediately without your conscious mind becoming aware of the transformation. I'll say that bit again, transformation. So sometimes you can use a word like that, transformation, but actually in the way you phrase it, you're actually saying transformation, as in the trance is now forming. Now you find yourself in hypnosis immediately. – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – As soon as you focus on the sound of my voice, you'll instantly feel a sense of comfort wash over you. So when I ask you to shut your eyes, you can shut your eyes and instantly go into hypnosis. As you're thinking about that thing now, you can instantly begin to unpick it and find a solution that moves you forward. Now, again, that's not just about trance hypnosis. You can use it for problem solving. Uh, Rapidly, what's it like when you find yourself rapidly drifting inside as you remember pleasant memories from the past rapidly forming inside your mind? Now, I don't know when you realize that hypnosis is forming rapidly, or you're relaxing rapidly, or you know, I wonder what is it like when you're finding a solution rapidly, maybe quicker than you believed you could. So that's another way of approaching those. And that's our first four. I said these were nice short ones with not much in the way of writing to do. Rapidly, instantly, immediately, suddenly. What isn't going to be sudden is me creating the breakout rooms. It's not going to be much rapid about it either. Um, as I, um, oh, hang on. There we go. Told you it wasn't going to be rapid at all. It's because I'm tired. It's about 2 o'clock when I think I went to bed last night. So um, there we go. Obviously, there's only three of us, so someone's going to have a surprise when I appear in the room with them in a moment. I'm not going to tell you who that is immediately. So I shall see you in a moment. Five-ish minutes each way. I'll be honest, I always forget to check the time when we start, so it's an estimate. Here goes. So let's do. Oh, hang on. I need to do this as well. Then there we go. Um, so the next three. Let's do them in that order. I already caught Anne using this one. Um, is now, just now. So now you can imagine yourself drifting on a beautiful, calm lake. Just allow yourself to drift on that lake now, because you can relax easily when you picture a calming scene now. Um, I think I think almost every opening meditation in I Meditate ever has had now as part of it. There's the let's take three deep breaths together. I don't want you to close your eyes on the first breath, or you may choose to close your eyes, however you do it. You may choose to close your eyes on the first breath and relax. You may choose to close your eyes and relax on the second breath, or you may wait and choose to relax and close your eyes on the third breath. But whenever you choose to close your eyes and relax now, yeah, it's there. It's like I've given you this option, this illusion that of choice of when you go into, but actually, what is the choice? The choice is whether you do it on one breath, two breath, three breaths, you are going to close your eyes and you're going to relax. And then I'm telling you to do it now, which means when I'm watching, most people do it on the very first breath because that's kind of what it implies. Um, so now is one that appears a lot. Um, you can use it if I was chatting to a chap last night in the pub, talking about he's got this vision, this goal, this thing he wants to do. Um, and we were chatting about it, and kind of was doing the coachy thing and going, so yeah, but okay, the big dream is a way off, but there's got to be things that you can start looking at. And he was like, well, there's this, and so it's like, so if you were to do blah 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 tomorrow, then you can start this happening now, can you not? So I'm basically saying, don't even wait till tomorrow. You can start thinking about it and making it happen now. And it's a way, now is a good way of motivating people subtly without telling them to get on with it. Um, you know, Oh, I need you to do such and such. So I reckon you can do that now. Can you not? And they'll be like, oh, yeah, yeah, and start doing the thing. Um, so that's now fully allow yourself to relax fully. I'm not sure as fully really, I don't see fully necessary as an accelerator. Not in that sense of speeding something up, but I see it in a sense of expanding something, making it more. So as you're going into trance, you can really go into hypnosis fully now, can you not? Um, so yeah, fully feel a warm wave of comfort fully spreading through your body. So it's inviting a bigger experience. Oh, my phone is ringing. It's me, Mom. You're gonna have to wait. New phone. I bought this new phone. I didn't buy it, and it's got a paper finish screen, so you don't get the glare and everything, and you can read it outside. And I thought, oh, I want to protect that, so I got a screen protector and put the screen protector on one of those glass sheet things. And now it's all shiny and reflective, and it doesn't do what it's meant to. Um, hey ho. So yeah, allowing yourself to fully experience that comfort. You can allow yourself to explore the possibilities of fully, completely. So fully, completely interchangeable. Um, and you really can fully experience discovering that solution now, or fully let go of that. Or when you finish in half an hour, I guess you can really, you can completely enjoy that feeling of being away from work now, can you not? So in that sentence, you're saying, oh yeah, when you finish work, you can fully enjoy that experience. That's encouraging the mind to explore how good it's going to feel when they finish work. So, and then you're bringing it back to now. So you're basically saying, think about how good it's going to feel. You can completely enjoy being away from work now, can you not? Or you can take them forward and bring them back to kind of directing in time. Um, and finally, this is the long one today. At once. It is longer than the rest. Um, I want you to know that you can go into hypnosis all at once by drifting in relaxation until you suddenly realize you're in a trance, emphasizing that you're in a trance as an embedded command, an embedded instruction. Um, at once, you will know that your unconscious is taking you into hypnosis. And what a good thing to know that your unconscious can take you into a deep trance and make you feel good all at once. I don't know if you'll find the solution to that problem all at once or whether it'll happen more immediately now. But whenever it is, you fully discover the answer. You can feel good now, can you not? Such things, such things. Fabulous. I shall arrange the breakout rooms. We're doing good. And where's the thing? I always look up there. I don't need to. I'll pause it and then organize it. Because otherwise you get me going, where's the thing gone? Where's it gone? Where's this? It's distracting. Um, let,
And then you're going to have to edit it.
do you know what I realized? And I don't know if anyone, it's a way of knowing if I'm assuming probably no one went back and watched it, but there was one of them. And as you'd all gone off into the breakout rooms, and I
Yes, I
sat
saw that
there, I
one.
took a drink. You did,
Yes.
and I burped. It took me by surprise, but I burped, and I was like, oh, pardon me. Oh, I'll edit that out, and then I put in a bit. If I forget to edit this bit out, if I've remembered this bit's not going to make any sense, but if I didn't edit out the burp, I do apologize. And then I realised that I completely forgot I'd done that. because I think I loaded it up the next day, so it's on there with in all its there's this yeah. Not the finest hour. Let's. How do I do this? It's doing strange things. Ah, there we go. No, that's what we want. And let's go. And again, lucky tip. One of you's going to end up. It won't take much to get me to relax and go to sleep. In fact, I wouldn't even say go to sleep because I'm not far off it. But I'll see you roughly again, 5 minutes each way. Um, Practice these, have fun with it. Think about situations and use it. If you want to practice all of them in together, I mean, not every single word we've ever practiced, but if you want to pick out other bits, start blending them, mixing them up, that kind of thing. Um, what you could do, depending on if how much time you had and whether you got out enough, is you could actually print them all off, cut them up, screw them up like raffle tickets, and just have a hat and literally reach in and pick out three or four in the hat. And whatever three or four they are across all the words we've done, your challenge that day is to use that combination and then chuck them back in and keep. That would be
I'll have to write them out.
yeah, in all fairness though, it's probably better to just pick a few and save yourself some time. Uh, right, see you on the other side. I think I'm doing this right. Has that worked? It's giving me two different messages all at once. Oh well, we'll see how it goes. Oh,
I've been reminding you all year
uh,
over 4 or 5 years.
I was going to say 5 years of reminding me. You think I'd have remembered? So, so anyway, as our session comes to an end, you may want to just pause and allow everything we've explored today to just gently settle in. Not because you have to remember it all right now, but because gradually something inside is already beginning to make those connections, weaving the patterns in just the way that's right for you. And you may find that the words we explored suddenly, immediately, instantly, now, fully start to show up in your speech without you even trying. Or perhaps you'll become aware in a moment of how naturally you're already using them. Soon you may be surprised at how effortlessly they appear when you're guiding someone, offering a suggestion, or simply speaking with calm intention. And it doesn't matter whether that happens slowly or rapidly, only that it's happening. Because eventually you find your voice, your rhythm, your way with words, and that quiet confidence begins to grow now. So take a breath, let it all settle. There's nothing more to do, except trust that your unconscious mind has taken exactly what it needed today. And whether you notice that integration today, tomorrow, or only when you begin to speak and someone responds just a little more deeply than before, you'll know you're ready.
Mm.
Fab.